the tragic story of Katherine Mary Knight. Welcome to The Most Evil, where we delve into the minds of history's most notorious serial killers. In the dark annals of Australian crime, few cases stand out as chillingly gruesome as that of Katherine Mary Knight. Known for her horrific act that shocked a nation, she became the first woman in Australian history to be sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Born on October 24, 1955, in Tenterfield, Australia, Katherine Mary Knight was the product of a scandalous affair. Following this tumultuous start, Knight's chaotic childhood didn't get much better from there. Her father was a violent alcoholic who raped her mother multiple times a day. Knight herself claims that she was sexually assaulted by several family members until the age of 11. In school, Knight was known as a bully who terrorized smaller children. Without ever learning how to read or write, she quit at the age of 15 to work at a clothing factory. A year later, she landed her dream job at a slaughterhouse, cutting out the internal organs of animals. Throughout her life, she had numerous relationships, many of which ended due to her violent tendencies. The peak of Katherine Knight's violent history occurred in February 2000, when she brutally murdered her partner John Price in Aberdeen, New South Wales. After a turbulent and abusive relationship, Knight's behavior escalated to a point of no return. Knight's methodology was brutal and rooted in rage. After stabbing Price multiple times, she used her skills learned from her time in slaughterhouses to meticulously skin his body. The dismemberment and cannibalistic element of her crime pointed to a deeply deranged mind. It was clear that Knight had carefully planned this act, as she had left a disturbing note, blaming Price for the dissolution of their relationship. The brutality of the murder shocked even the most seasoned investigators. When police arrived at the scene, they were greeted with a crime scene unlike any other. Initially alerted by concerned neighbors, they found John Price's body in a horrific state. Knight had fled the scene, but was quickly apprehended. The forensic evidence, combined with her history of violence and the chilling state of the crime scene, left no doubt about her guilt. The investigation revealed that her actions were not impulsive, but premeditated, making the case all the more disturbing. Katherine Knight was captured shortly after the discovery of the crime. In the kitchen, police found Price's head, boiling in a pot of vegetables on the stove. On the table, they found 2 full plates, each labeled with a name. In horror, the police realized that Knight had planned to serve John Price's body parts to his children. She had taken a large dose of pills in an apparent suicide attempt, but was found and arrested before the drugs could take full effect. Initially, she pleaded not guilty, claiming she had no memory of the crime. However, the overwhelming evidence, including the bloodied knife, her written note, and her previous history of violent behavior in October of 2001. Her trial commenced, but it didn't get very far. For reasons that remain unclear, Knight changed her plea to guilty, and the judge adjourned the case without testimony. She was escorted to prison that day, and the judge ordered that her papers be marked never to be released. For the first time in history, a woman in Australia was given a life sentence without parole. Psychological evaluations of Katherine Knight revealed deep-seated mental health issues, including borderline personality disorder. Her extreme violence towards Price was likely the result of a culmination of untreated psychological problems, compounded by her abusive upbringing and volatile relationships. Knight's case left a lasting legacy in Australia, sparking discussions about domestic violence, mental health, and the potential for women to commit extreme acts of violence. Her sentence of life without parole reflected the severity of her crime and set a legal precedent in the country. Katherine Mary Knight's story is a horrifying reminder of how unchecked rage and mental health issues can culminate in the most brutal of crimes. Her case continues to haunt Australia, serving as a dark chapter in the nation's criminal history. Today, Knight remains incarcerated, with no chance of release, forever marked as one of Australia's most notorious killers.
If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on true crime and psychological analysis. Remember to stay vigilant, and until next time, stay safe.